And they got about 17 or 18 yards on that one. .10 left in the game. The Lions leading 19-0. Whoops. Signaling that the Lions did recover in there, so now it'll be third and about 5. Gasparella is going to run it. He's hit hard. The ball came loose. I think it went out of play, and it's the sideline ball. They're short of the first down, though, I think.
I think Jamie had the first down until he fumbled. He had it fumbled back.
Yeah, the ball fumble came back, so they lost some yards there. It's 4th and 2. But they're down in 4th down territory. And they hold a 19-0 lead with 9:14 left here in this quarter, being brought to you by James J. Carey, CPA, 437-2000. He can help you save money on your taxes. And he suggests make sure you save everything now in envelopes to be ready for next year. And the ball comes loose, and Hartland will take over around the 29-yard line. So the Lions will go on defense there. You can call James J. Carey, CPA, at 437-2000. 437-2000. See how he can help you out in your tax needs. Chamberlain takes him down after about a 2-yard carry. Well, we got a wide open slate for our toughy tough guy. For a moment.
The other guy would have caught it. Yeah.
Champ tipped it up, and Crook had a shot at it, as well as number 22 for the Lions.
Danny Pelchat, Jason Crooks, and Jamie Champ all back there in coverage.
So it's 3rd down and about 8. Stop the clock at 8:25 left in the game. The Lions holding that 19-0 lead over the Hartland Eagles of M59. And 23. And besides James J. Carey, your CPA, we have CCA, located in Brookdale Plaza, next to Fortuna Inn. For all your computer needs, stop by and be surprised. Pass is going to be incomplete. Makes it 4th down for the Eagles. Wegener with it. And they throw a flag late on this. 85. Kevin Hammer is in quarterbacking now, number 21. A little bit of experience there. Kevin Hammer, of course, was a starting quarterback last year, and he led the team to the playoffs.
Oh, he can have that pop.
Uh-oh, the ball comes loose, and it's picked up there by Ricky Gates. So the Lions Lions have 3rd and long here in this action being brought to you by CCA, located in Brookdale. Check out their computer deals at CCA. Mike Caldwell and Paul Mulatto help you out there at CCA.
He wants to get the game.
It's now 3rd down and long. The Lions have their backs against the wall.
Shoestring.
Ricky Gates almost broke out of there as he got about 7 yards on that carry, but the Lions will be punting now.
Make it 4.
Driving kick's going to bounce to the side and roll in the Lions' favor to the 48-yard line. 6:02 left in the game, and the Lions leading 19-0. This action being brought to you by CCA and New Hudson Mobile Home Parts on Grand River in downtown New Hudson area. For all your mobile home and trailer parts at New Hudson Mobile Home Parts.
Steve Lewis.
Steve Lewis in on that tackle. Second and about 8 for the Eagles. The Lions seem to have this one well in hand. Stick around for a brief post-game show. So 3rd and 5. As besides New Hudson Mobile Home Parts, we have Conseco Medical Insurance. If you have to provide your own health insurance and your rates are just making you sick, try Conseco Medical Insurance rates. With their extensive coverage, your local agent can be reached at 248-437-3246. Conseco Medical Insurance. Weekends are fine as well to call Conseco 437-3246. Pushed back maybe short of the first down. Ball came loose, and even if Hartland recovered it, it wasn't enough for the first down, so the Lions will take over on downs there.
I don't know what Ted, was it a fumble or?
I think it was, and even if they had covered it,
It was short of the first down. Couldn't tell if South Lyon player was on it or Hartland.
in the middle. 3:42 left in the game.
42.
Where we have the Jim Dandy Car Wash located behind the Clark gas station with 6 self-serve bays. Car wash needs can be met in 5 minutes there at the Jim Dandy Car Wash with their softened water and spot-free rinse.
Yeah, I'm sure. Matt Sherman.
Matt Sherman got corralled before he could get around the corner there.
Got bell carried at the previous play.
So now we have a third down, about 11 for the Lions. Kevin Hammer bowls to the 50-yard line.
He went wide open. He saw him too late on too long with his arm up.
Probably said you could stop, turn around, throw that way.
Fourth down for the Lions as Kevin Hammer got in a glick there.
Just a little head down, head button there, Ted.
He looks a lot bigger than last year.
Yeah, he does. Hey, no laughing. Kick it, kick it.
Kick is driven. Oh, it just scoots into the end zone.
Pretty interesting. I thought he was going to get it down.
50-yard kick by Tony Kern, number 32. And finally, we have Donner Signs at 4370025 for all your signage needs, as well as video services. 4370025 for Donner Signs and Donner Productions. Hartland breaks for a first down to the 35-yard line. Well, there's not a whole lot of consolation in it, but I think Hartland has outdone South Lyon on first downs. The Lions don't have more than 3 or 4 first downs, but they do have 3 touchdowns. All of them on long plays. 2 by Jamie Gasparella and 1 by Jamie Champ. Too near the 48-yard line. And a first down.
Matt Daniels.
You see 70 Matt Daniels in there now on the line.
Dave Williamson in there.
Dave Williamson's in there as well. Bobby Schultz.
Number 99, Mike Sherman.
Sherman. 40 seconds left in the game.
Pat Duncan coming in. And with Brian Earhart. Everybody getting a couple plays anyway. Bobby Eccles.
Bobby Eccles in there as well. And the bunch of Lions bring him down with, I believe, David Williamson, number 27.
Dave Williamson.
Bringing him down on that one, and that's the end of the game. As the Lions have won this one, 19-0 over the Hartland Eagles. And truly a hard-fought game. In a moment, we will be back with our brief post-game show, and I'll talk about next week's game. Okay, as we enjoyed that one, shutout victory.
Very nice game. Hartland played a good, tough game. They were really fired up the first half. Offensively and defensively, they just really shut South Lyon down. Jamie Gasparella being the difference in the first half.
Broke the long touchdown, and they hadn't even had a first down, and they got very few for the game.
Right, I never did keep good track. They might have got 2, maybe 3, but coaches say stats don't win games, and that's the truth. 2 long touchdown runs by Gasparella and a long one by Jamie Champ, who had about 90 yards rushing tonight. Gasparella ended up with about 140, something like that. So all in all, it was a good defensive effort. South Lyon got the points they needed to win the game, and that's what counts. That's the important.
I want to say they had 4 interceptions. Does that come about right?
No, I think they ended up with 3.
Did Babs get one at the end?
Yeah, but I think that his was the 3rd. Yeah, I had Champ, Gasparella, and Babb.
Okay.
There might have been a fumble in there, but we weren't sure in that melee down there at the end when they went on a 4th down. But
well, we have to come up with a tough guy. Every week we try to do that, and there was some defensive players, and then there was offensive players, and we've decided it's got to be number 7, Jamie Gasparella.
Well, Jamie, like we said, Ted, he ignited the Lions with that long 80-yard touchdown run, and then later on, 67 yards, 62 yards, whatever it was. Seemed to be doing a lot better straight drop back passing when they went to that kind of a formation. I think we can look for more of that. All in all, it was a good game for the Lions, and I think Hartland is going to surprise some people this year.
Right. And note also, Jamie had an interception too, so he had quite an all-around game.
Both Champ and Gasparella had interceptions, along with Babb, like we said.
Yep. So, and next week, it's Milford, the Milford Redskins, at Milford. And for those that have never been there and want to go to the game, we always get nice crowds over there. You have to go through Milford, which is always a hassle, especially that time of night. But actually, we usually go around the proving grounds around the other way, take the scenic route and go to M59 and down that way. I think you might avoid a lot of
You
that.
don't want to get people lost, though.
No, that's true, too. It's true, too. But anyways, it will be a big KVC action at Milford. Hope to see a lot of the fans there, and hope the Lions keep right on rolling. So that's pretty much a wrap. I'm Ted Wallace along with Bill Dringowski here. Tony Donner on camera, Tom Donner on lights. We thank you for watching this perfectly cable SLC sports presentation. Once again, the final score, South Lyon 19 and Hartland nothing.
So close to a superstar.
Chevrolet presented the Golden Girl with a Cavalier convertible. At age 15, she has a car before getting her license.
Well, I turned 16 June 10th, but I still have some work to do.
Lipinski looked great with fellow Detroit Skating Club Olympians like Todd Eldridge, but she told us later she has swollen glands and will not compete in the upcoming World Championships.
I guess there's an infection somewhere in my body, and I also got 2 teeth pulled today from infection too. I think if I was going to go to the Worlds, it would have been 100%, and I don't want to go if I'm not going to be able to do my triples consistently and do all my things right. And, you know, I won Olympic gold, and I just think I want to enjoy that now.
Even though she won't be skating in the World Championships, Tara will be back on the ice at the Detroit Skating Club this week, practicing while she recovers. In Warren, Robin Schwartz, Fox 2 News.
A high school honors student from Midland is going to jail for sending death threats to President Clinton over the internet. 17-year-old Heidi Sullivan reportedly sent the messages from this building, Midland High School. Today, a judge sentenced the teenager to 8 days in jail and 2 years of probation. Sullivan pleaded guilty to the charges last month.
A Taylor man holding police at bay for several hours is forced out of his home, and the Fox 2 cameras are rolling. SWAT teams ended the standoff in Taylor with this grenade. It creates a lot of smoke and noise, but does very little damage. Now, here's the man as he came out of the house. Police say that he was depressed about being laid off from work and was about to be evicted from his home.
When police arrived at this house in Clinton Township, they found a man dead in an upstairs bedroom, a critically wounded woman nearby. Police say it looks like an attempted murder-suicide. The woman was actually able to make it to a neighbor's home after she was shot. Tonight, she's in critical condition.
2 Westland teenagers were run down by a hit-and-run driver over the weekend. Today, the man accused of being behind the wheel went before a judge. So who is he? Fox 2 problem solver Katie Trexler went to work to find out the cause of this teen tragedy.
Sergio Antonio Escobar shows little emotion, but his family cries as the judge reads the charges against him. 2 counts of driving under the influence and 2 counts of leaving the scene of an accident.
You understand all 4 charges?
Yes, I do.
This is where police say Escobar hit 2 16-year-old girls Saturday night, the intersection of Joy and Middle Belt in Westland. Hospitals say Samantha Kosmina's arm is severely hurt. She'll need surgery on it. Her friend Catherine, or Kat O'Keefe, has major head injuries, which police described to the judge.
They still don't know the outlook on that other than she's currently still alive.
But there is no doubt of one thing, that Escobar has a driving record tainted with trouble. Fox 2 has learned he has 2 prior alcohol-related convictions, one in 1991 and another in 1994. He's also been busted for speeding and running a stop sign. And Escobar's license has been suspended 3 separate times since 1991.
Escobar did have a valid license this weekend, but that makes little difference to the girls who were hurt in the accident and to police officers who see this kind of thing all too often.
As a mother of a 17-year-old, the hardest accidents to have to deal with are accidents that involve children. And at 16 and 17, I still consider them children.
In Westland, I'm Katie Trexler, Fox 2 News.
A family is rescued after a storm strands them at sea.
A promising young athlete collapses during a game.
And a man unloading groceries from his car makes a gruesome discovery. Some of the other stories in the news tonight.
An Ohio man unloading groceries from his car found the body of a full-term baby in the trunk this morning. The man reached for what he thought was a grocery bag and instead found the infant, its umbilical cord still attached. An autopsy shows that the baby was stillborn. Tonight, police are trying to find the baby's mother.
An Ohio high school basketball player is dead after he collapsed during a tournament game. 17-year-old David Parker died after efforts to revive him failed. Autopsy results should be released in a few days.
A Florida family is happy to be back on dry land after spending 8 hours in the water in Tampa Bay. The Reeves family was returning from a fishing trip Sunday when strong winds flipped their boat, throwing all 3 of them into the water. Fortunately, a passing boater spotted them and radioed for help. All 3 are doing fine tonight.
Ladies, do you have one of those bridesmaids gowns hanging in your closet that you only wore once? This group of women in Falls Church, Virginia decided once just isn't enough. So they hauled out their gowns for what else? A bowling party. They hope to make it an annual event to raise money for charity. And those are some of the other stories in the news tonight. A pro football player throws a temper tantrum, and it takes the police to calm him down.
Fox 2's Dan Miller is here with his first look at sports. Dan.
Well, our story, as you said, comes from the NFL, where Bears defensive lineman Alonzo Spellman is in a suburban Chicago hospital tonight after a bizarre episode. This afternoon, Spellman threw what has been described as a temper tantrum at the home of his publicist, then barricaded himself inside the house. Police were called. Spellman finally surrendered to authorities after a conversation with former Bears linebacker Mike Singletary. He was taken to the hospital, where he remains at this hour. Spellman was reportedly upset over a medical evaluation the league wants him to undergo. There have also been reports that the Bears have been looking to trade him against his wishes. Trouble is not new to Alonzo Spellman. He has found difficulties before off the field. So you hope that he's all right and that he can get things back together.
All right, Dan. Thank you.
Sure.
Of course, Fox 2 News at 10 is just getting started. Still to come, stop paying too much for your telephone service. Our Murray Feldman does all the legwork, so you do all the saving. On this Money Saving Monday, we'll show you how next.
Plus, this little boy has lived through some unbelievable pain, but tonight Fox 2 News goes to work to make his life better.
And later, fancy footwork and flying fists. This stress buster works for Allie. Can it work for you, too? Stay with us.
This is a must-win.
For the kids.
The whole neighborhood together.
Together.
In the only game that counts. It's the game of life.
Life.
We will win.
Here.
Right now.
At America's favorite neighbor.
Join Coaches vs. Cancer at Applebee's. Order a select skillet and they'll make a donation to the American Cancer Society for children's research. With neighbors like you and me, we'll give kids a shot.
You belong at Applebee's.
How
come these things are so impossible to put on?
The cargo area inside the new Audi A4 Avant.
Remember the first time we did this?
Converts to a totally flat surface in seconds.
Oops.
It's for people who've fallen in love with the blast-to-drive A4 sports sedan, but could use a little more room.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I love it in the morning.
The Audi A4 Avant. Get ready for the ride of your life.
Mr. Coaster. Joey. Your McDonald's Mighty Wings are ready.
I didn't know McDonald's had chicken wings.
They're new. And now you can get 5 pieces for just $1.99.
They look so yummy.
Here you go, Joey.
Joey. Joey, are you all right? For lunch. I'll eat them for lunch. Yeah, sure, Joey. Next time, pick on someone your own size.
How would you like to save hundreds of dollars on cellular telephone service? Well, you can. Fox 2 Money reporter Murray Feldman went to work to find you the best rates out there. Here's what he found in his Money Saving Monday report.
Phones that you can carry wherever you go. To find out how to save money, we did what you might do. I called the companies as a typical consumer, not as a Fox 2 reporter, and I asked a simple question. What is your very best deal? They've become an important part of our lives. Wireless phones, they're booming in popularity. These phones signal the age of a new technology, though. These are wireless, but they operate on a different band than your typical cell phone. They use digital technology. The technical part is very complicated, but this is all you really need to know right now.
To the user, there's very little difference, except that there's no static anymore.
Joshua Lutz is an agent authorized by AT&T to help them break into this market. You may find this hard to believe, the price they're charging for a local phone call.
Phone calls can be as cheap as 7 cents a minute, flat rate local calls anywhere in the Metro Detroit area.
You heard them right, 7 cents a minute. I checked the competition asking for everybody's best deal. The AT&T deal comes out to 1,000 minutes at $70 a month, or 7 cents a minute. Ameritech Cellular quoted me 300 minutes for $45, or about 15 cents a minute. AirTouch Cellular said their best deal is 250 minutes for $85, about 34 cents a minute. They do give a 50% discount for 6 months. And Sprint, which offers the same type of service as AT&T, has a $30 deal for 100 minutes a month, about 30 cents a minute. That makes the AT&T service the lowest in cost we found. So low that Joshua Lutz actually uses it instead of his regular local telephone service in his home. I wanted to see how clear the AT&T digital service sounds, so I traveled around.
It's Murray. I'm calling from Novi just to check out the sound and see how it is on that end. This is the way it sounds from Monroe. We're on I-75. Calling now from the shadow of the Renaissance Center. This is downtown Detroit. Calling in from Mount Clemens with a test. This is a Murray.
Money Saving Monday. There are some drawbacks. Only the light areas on the map are well served. The shaded areas will soon be. Grosse Pointe, Brighton, and Royal Oak reception is often spotty. And you have to buy a new phone. It'll cost under $80, though, thanks to an introductory come-on rate. They offer caller ID, voicemail, email, and messages at no extra charge. How long can this last?
Right now, the deal is good until the end of March, but we really aren't sure how long they're going to extend it. Originally, the deal was only good through the end of December.
Remember, this is a very competitive business. I've heard stories of how people bargain with their company and receive a better deal. It's often hard to switch if you're in the middle of a contract with your current airtime provider. But many of those who use the new AT&T system, understanding and accepting its coverage limitations, can save up to $1,000 or more a year. Here it is. They're all $100 bills. And let's add in a little bit more, because there is no monthly charge. All you have to do is pay for the airtime.
The Bad Frog is back in the spotlight, and this time it is here to stay. You're looking at the grand opening of the Bad Frog Tavern in Birmingham tonight. It's based on Bad Frog beer, a Michigan-based brew that has been banned in some states. The problem, the Bad Frog on the label, well, he's making an obscene gesture. The company says it is planning 200 Bad Frog taverns around the country.
Now coming up, Fox 2 goes to work for a little boy who desperately needs your help. He was abandoned, then set on fire. Tonight, he needs a new beginning, and we're trying to give it to him.
And later, beware of what you eat. There is a lot of bad food out there. Find out why it could be in your fridge.
for life.
Don overdose.
A fight for custody.
You gotta call social services.
I want that baby.
90210, Wednesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
Homeowners, it's the last day of the First Alliance $100 million mortgage sale.
At First Alliance Mortgage, we make it possible.
Call 1-800-292-7357.
Beautiful smile. Needs work.
Orthodontists at Sears are available. Braces starting at $98 a month.